Hello to you all from the north.
Well, good evening. Tonight we've got live music from the Durutti column, poetry from Hovis Presley, Dave Vanian of The Damned reading Frankenstein, and veteran broadcaster Cyril Doricott trawls the archives in the Doricott file. All brought to you direct from Manchester, gripped not only by Derby fever, but also by the excitement of the Christmas lights being turned on. And it's a big event in Manchester. What happens is everybody gathers in Albert Square, and then the mayor's dad goes up into the loft at the town hall and gets the string of lights out, plugs them in, and nothing. Not a flicker. And 10,000 people simultaneously go, So then he goes round tightening every bulb, grumbling to himself, bloody things, what's wrong with them? They worked all right last year. And everyone else says, oh, Dad, why can't we have some new ones that play a tune? He says, new ones? New ones? We've not had enough use out of these yet. 17 and 60 were Christmas of 1968. I remember it well. Your Uncle Albert was still alive. Yes, that was before he electrocuted himself in a freak fairy light accident, wasn't it? It's 1FM, live from the Palace of Gibbering Delights in Manchester. And welcome to Hovis Presley. Now, there's a great showbiz name just waiting to be used. Did you buy it off the shelf like you can buy a limited company, or...?
No, it just appeared on my Etch-a-Sketch.
Oh, right. Yeah.
At first I thought it was Mavis, because Etch-a-Sketches are quite indistinct most of the time.
I'm surprised they still make Etch-a-Sketch, actually.
Oh, they do. You can get them in Debenhams.
Oh, can you? Right, yeah. So, and when you start writing poetry, I mean, like, have you always been a poet, or did you have other careers before you went into the poetry business full-time?
My first poem was about the Leeds-Chelsea Cup final.
Oh, so you had a footballing man, then?
Yeah.
Bolton Wanderers?
Yeah, season ticket holder.
Oh, right, yeah. And so it was just football that moved you to...
No, it just happened to be about that match. You know, he passes Webb and then McCready. A spectator shouted, don't be greedy, and so he passed to Alan Clark and he was off just like a spark. Right. That sort of thing.
And it came to you immediately, did it?
Yeah, but then I left it for a long, long time.
Yes.
And then I started writing lyrics for a band called Dare Saliba 65000.
Right.
But because there were no verses or choruses...
Yeah.
Or bridges in the lyrics, I had to read them myself because it was so hard writing tunes for them.
Oh, right. And so then you just jettisoned the band and went...
In a way, yeah.
Right. OK, well, it's nice to have you. What are you going to do for us throughout the evening?
I'm going to do a few short poems.
OK, then. Hovis Presley.
How's it going, Dave Owen? This is called A Razor by Any Other Name. To select a name for your child. At the first neap tide after St. Lammas, dance naked round a white willow tree, burning a tincture of mistletoe and ambergris. Name the child after the officer who arrests you.
Right.
This is called Manchester Olympics. Doves take flight, trumpets blast, Lisa Stansfield sings, and Bobby Charlton's haircut forms the 5 Olympic rings.
Right, Hovis Presley. In fact, that was another occasion where, when the Olympic bid, when we didn't get that, when everybody stood in Albert Square and the result was announced and everybody went... was another one.
It was.
Right, OK, Hovis Presley, who's one of Bolton's favourite sons.
Yeah, I've been informed by the local boot shop, Allison's, that...
That's a plug, that. That's a...
gratuitous.
Gratuitous advertisement.
That Frank Worthington's autobiography is to be released next week under the title One Hump or Two.
Yes, I don't know. I mean, I always sort of fond memories of Frank Worthington, obviously for the goals he scored for Bolton Wanderers, but also I remember seeing him in town once, and you'd always find him in sort of a nightclub at 4 in the morning when they were away to Exeter with Peter Reid and a legend. And I once saw Frank Worthington walking around town. He was wearing a sort of crocheted waistcoat, leather pants, and a Stetson with his hair. And there's not many people can carry that off, and neither could he. But you get my point. I mean, at least he had a crack at it, didn't he? So, you're one of the highlights of the Manchester Poetry Festival.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So,
well, I wouldn't say that because you've got Linton Kwesi Johnson, Roger McGough, Michael Conrad Harris,
Simon
Lem
Armitage,
Seasage, Simon Armitage, John Hegley.
Yeah.
Adrian Henry and a host of stars of the poetry world.
Right, but I mean, this is the sort of... when are you on? Go on.
May 17th of November. The festival starts on the 12th.
Yeah.
And finishes on the 27th.
Oh, that's Arjo's birthday, the 17th. So
is it now?
He'll not be there. Turn up. It'd be a shame for him not to attend a poetry event. But this is the second big festival you've been appearing on, because there was a big festival.
I've been in 2 big festivals. I mean, the Baddington's festival, and I'd been in the alternative Bolton Beer Festival as well.
The big one.
The big one.
Big one.
At
the Howcroft Arms.
That's great.
I mean, you know, these are the big venues, aren't they? The big
Anything a tent's all right by me.
Right, so I mean, obviously, you're sort of rising fast in the poetry world, meteorically, one might say.
A legend in his own opinion.
Yeah, right. So who are your influences in the world of performance poetry?
My influences in poetry were when I was younger. I used to read Wilfred Owen at school and read Spike Milligan when I got home, which was a bit of an odd combination. And then John Cooper Clarke's my main influence poetically, but I'm influenced more by lyrics of songs like Pete Shelley, Dylan, Elvis Costello, Shane MacGowan, Smokey Robinson, Bob Marley, etc.
And have you got any sort of big plans for the future?
Well, I'm going on Stars in Their Eyes soon.
Are you?
Yeah, well, I'm a dead ringer for a bloke and an off licence on Hollowell Road, and I can do his voice as well. And if I can't make it, I'll just send him, and I'll know the difference.
Brilliant. Great plan, I think. Great plan.
Mark Radcliffe, missing you already.